Hello, it's Jill Whalen from the Peace of Mind group and Victim of Thought and whatdidyoudowithjill.com. Thanks everyone who's subscribed to the newsletter. I got a ton of new subscribers. That's great. I hope you enjoy the newsletter as you get it. It should come out every other week. I'm traveling next week, and I don't know. We'll see if I stick to the schedule. But generally, it's every other week. No more than that. So if you want to subscribe, go to whatdidyoudowithjill.com and you'll see the subscribe button there. So thanks to all who have already. That's awesome. The list is growing nicely. Thanks to everyone who's joined this group. This group is really growing nicely as well. So I'm excited about that. Hi, Julie. Long time no see. Today I wanted to talk about the incredible power of thought, because in so many of these, you can't hear me, Wendy said. Can anyone else hear me? If others can't hear me, let me know. Wendy, maybe it's your sound, but I'm gonna assume people can hear and hope for the best. I can see it on my other screen. Okay, Julie can hear me, good. And Sylvia, awesome. So Wendy, you might want to adjust your own things. So the incredible power of thought. A lot of people in the group are posting things about, saying, oh, I know it's just thought. And, we kind of make thought the enemy. I honestly, I do it as well oftentimes, because I think of my thoughts sometimes as that crazy person who lives in my head. So in a way that makes it the enemy. In a way it helps me to remember that it's not who I am, because I'm what's underneath the thoughts. I'm that peace and love and happiness that's underneath. But the power of thought is really cool too. It's not our enemy. It's what creates our entire universe. That's how we see the world. We don't see the world directly. And this can be confirmed by neuroscientists. My son is a neuroscientist. He's getting his PhD at Carnegie Mellon here in Pennsylvania, in Pittsburgh. And, he says that too. Like our brains, we don't experience the world directly. The world is like this vibrational, I don't know how to describe it. I'm not a scientist, but our brain interprets it, and then we see what we see. So it creates our reality in every single moment, and that's really cool. So it's not something we need to be fearful of in and of itself, because it's how we see the world. Without thought and without consciousness, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be seeing this amazing world, and there's so much amazingness to it. But on the other hand, because of the way our brains work and thought works, it can create anything, and it can create fear where no fear exists. It's the best special effects department in the better than any movie's special effects department, because what's going on in our head, what we believe, even if we don't know it consciously, that's what we'll see. So we can have these deep-seated beliefs and conditioned things from childhood. Oftentimes it is from childhood. Our mother told us we weren't good enough at age 7, and somehow that stuck with us, or she kept saying it, or whatever. And that becomes our this belief in the back of our head. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. Even if we don't know it. And like for me, I didn't even know I had those beliefs. For me, I would do the opposite and think I was better than everyone, rather than have those be beating myself up. But it's all part of the same thing. But the special effects department can create beautiful things. We can look at a sunset and see how beautiful it is. We can look at the mountains, we can look at our kids, we can, whatever. It's all coming from thought in the moment, how we interpret it and how we think about it at the time. If we're mad at our kid, they don't look so good. When we're in love with our kid, they look beautiful. And it changes. It's because it's just the special effects. And And that's what happens with anxiety. We get scared of being scared. And so there's not, like somebody in the group was talking about being on a plane, and they're scared that they're going to have a panic attack. And it's not even that they're scared like that the plane's going to go down or something like that. That's probably not going to happen. They're scared of their own scaredness. And this is, I know many of you in the group scared of driving and things like that. But it's created by this amazing power of thought, and that's why it feels so real to us. So again, as I said in the previous videos, it comes down to seeing is the key word here, seeing that it's our thoughts that create our experience, and really starting to embody that. And doesn't mean you need to change the thoughts, doesn't mean we need to make the thoughts our enemy, because they're good too. It just means we need to understand. This is all about understanding. There's no doing. Hi, Jeff. This is just about understanding that it's our thoughts that create our experience. And so when we have beliefs about stuff, so if we believe we're going to go on this plane and have a panic attack, because that's what always happens, when we believe that that's true, chances are that there's a good chance that can happen. But there's no reason why we need to believe that, because just because something happened a million times in the past before doesn't mean it's always going to happen. And when we can leave a little crack open and know that it's just our own thoughts that create our experience, when we know that, leave a little tiny, I don't know if you can see my hand, little tiny crack open, that the same things don't have to happen every single time, that we don't have to have these conditioned responses. I get on a plane, this happens. That's all made up. We've made that up. That's the monster that we've drawn a picture of, and then we get scared of it. And that's the same thing. We've drawn a picture in our head that when I get on planes, this happens. It's not true. It's just a belief that we keep thinking, and it's become part of our identity. But identities aren't solid. Identities are continuously changing, moving. Beliefs are continuously changing and moving. And they're not, knowing that is what's really helpful. Just keeping that little tiny crack open, like a little crack in a window open to let fresh air in. Because that's exactly it. Let fresh thoughts come in. Keep a little tiny crack open so that fresh thoughts can come in. Hi, Lisa. And see what happens from there. Like, just say, maybe this doesn't have to happen every time I do this. Maybe not. Maybe it will, but maybe not. It doesn't have to. It's not a, when this happens, this has to happen. That's all our belief system. That's it for today. I will catch you tomorrow. Bye.